What's up, everybody? Couch Potato Gamer here, and we are going to do a playthrough of the Burning Crusade Classic, especially since we know that Wrath of the Lich King is coming up this year. So, what a great time to celebrate it by playing through Burning Crusade. I haven't played Classic since it first initially launched, so going to be getting used to what the whole thing was again. And it's going to be pretty nostalgic, just enjoying, having fun with World of Warcraft. I mean, it's been around for so long. It's one of the first MMOs that I grew up with, so let's, take it in and have fun. Just enjoy the world and see exactly what World of Warcraft really is, and instead of just grinding through the quests real quick and just doing everything. So let's enter. And that's one thing that I always love to do first, especially since I make a character, is to get as many action bars as possible. I like to organize everything. So when you saw a new character, if you've never played the game before, which I don't know, I mean, most people have played WoW, World of Warcraft, or if you're just starting out, cool. Welcome. Let's have fun. Is refreshing spring water, bread, which both do either health as bread and water for mana. You just drag them across and you just left click them and just right click to get away. This is a cool racial to find treasure. Dwarves always find treasure. This is stone form, which is when active, grants immunity to bleed, poison, disease, which is useful. Not as much in the early game, but definitely later. Holy Light, which is heals a target, which is awesome. And the Seal of Righteousness fills the Paladin with Holy Spirit for 30 seconds, granting each melee attack with additional 6 holy damage. And only one seal can happen, and this is the attack. Fortunately, the attack is pretty much automatically, so you just right click and you're attacking. Or you just do spell. So this is when you see someone with this exclamation point, like I said, if you are new, exclamation points are quest givers, and they are there to give you quests and do cool things. Apologize. Something in my throat. So let's do Dwarven Outfitters. What do we have here? You look as though you might need something to keep your hands warm, I'll tell you what would help. A pair of nice warm gloves. I mean, that would help. And being the kind of soul that I am, I'll be more than happy to provide you with a suitable pair. I've one condition, however. I need you to get me some wolf meat. Nice arrangement, You bring me some meat, and I'll make sure you don't lose any digits to the frostbite. Well, what do you say? I like to keep all my toes and fingers intact. So especially with Classic, if you played retail, it doesn't tell you anywhere of where to get the quest items or even what to do. So since I need to get wolf meat, gotta kill some wolves. And you just run around and start smacking. As you see, we got the wolf meat. We gotta kill 7 more. Well, hopefully 7 more. The drop rate is pretty low sometimes for some of these classes, old quest lines. And it's one of those things where, just have to make sure you get it. Like that one didn't drop. So we gotta go to the next wolf. And I mean, the rotation's kind of, pretty simple for a paladin. You just have to make sure your Seal of Righteousness is on. And just start swinging. Just like the movie. What is it? Signs. Movie Signs. Which is kind of funny because sometimes, like, seriously, why Or at least how did a wolf get a shield? Like, I have no clue. Where on earth would they keep the shield? What is it, like on the back? Is it on the leg? Like, where the heck is it? Was it in the stomach? I mean, it must have not been a big shield if it was in the stomach. Holy crud. But I just always loved the, like, okay, cool. Broken fangs, tough wolf meat. That makes sense to being a wolf. But a shield? Hey, you know what? There's some strange things in life. A shield, a wolf equipping a shield is probably just one of those mysteries. Almost done with this quest, which is fantastic. And then we just go turn it in. Unfortunately, a lot of these quests are like the ones in retail. So it's just pretty much just going back to, you know, if you did it once, you can understand where to go back. So let's go back to Steen Stoutarm. Must have a strong arm. Wolves giving you a bit of trouble? You would do well to avoid the fangs and claws and other sharp bits, yes? Now he tells me. Ah, wonderful. The wolf meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, Darvin. I wouldn't forget my part of the bargain. Here, one of these should fit you. So we have different armor types, and my class, being a paladin, likes mail. Mail and plate armor. Ah, well, you aren't used to looking one. Perhaps you can assist me with a thing or two. Not much help around here except for green apprentices, and they've other things to worry about. While you were helping me out, this rune was given to me to pass on to you. Take some time to read it, and when you have a chance, I'm thinking it came from the paladin trainer, Bromos. Take a gander at it and go find him inside Envilmar when you've got a chance. Hey, if he wants to hang out, I'm all good, bro. Let's do it. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do me a favor, lad. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have the time to send them along. They're all addressed to Kaelin Kenai. You can find him in the west down the road. He set up camp next to the frozen lake. What do you say? I mean, I like the XP. XP and money. I hope you're here to lend us a hand, Paladin. After the last Trog attack, we could use all the help we can get. I hear the buggers have been popping up all across the lands, and it seems Cold Ridge Valley is no exception. They've been spotted all over the hills to the southeast and near the frozen lake. And that's not all. Just a few nights ago, they attacked and overran our camp to the west. We're a bit short-handed here, lad, and we need strong arms to drive the Trogs back. Looks like you picked on the right paladin. At least that's the right paladin. So let's go and kill some Trogs. Mr. Trog, your time has ended. You shall be judged. You have done terrible things. Terrible, terrible things. And that Trog had beef jerky. I mean, I hope they maybe, yeah, I mean, these people probably could make beef jerky. I mean, it's probably beef jerky. I wonder who was the first civilization to make beef jerky. You know, because it's like one of those things where, you know, you think it's kind of like, you know, a Western thing, but I wonder if other cultures have made their own jerky. That would be cool. It's like beer, how every different culture has made a beer, at least their own version of alcohol, through time and just life. And that's the thing, if you've never played a MMORPG, which most of the people probably watching me have, and the other people that haven't, I have no how on earth you haven't, but your health doesn't go up during combat. So that's the nice thing about being a paladin is I have a healing spell, Holy Light. And if I ever get in the need, especially after killing these guys, you know, it's there, which is fantastic. to have tough jerky. As you can see on the tracker, still got more guys to kill. But fortunately, unlike the other quest where I had to pick up an item, since I'm actually killing them or defeating them, however you want to call it, it's pretty much the same thing. I don't have to kill multiple. Well, I don't have to kill multiples to get the one item or the one, account for it, so to speak. We can complete it for killing the correct amount of number. And as a paladin, this one spell does extra damage, so it's kind of useful to continually to use it. And the cool thing, at least about Classic, is you have skills. And the funniest thing ever is when you are done with a skill, 10 out of 10, which I do have, unarmored and maces are skills. I have, you have to level them up to be able to use certain items. So, as I am a completionist and my OCD won't let me not do it, I'm going to do holy damage with my fists and level up my fists as like a monk paladin guy, which is just hilarious, I would say. And the more I use them, the more in tune I become, the better I am at fighting with my fists. But that was the last one, and most likely I'm going to level up after this. So let me go back to the gentleman who gave me the quest, and getting an extra level. Who was attacking me? Crazy drugs. Tricks are for kids. So I could use this, and I can use that, but it's cloth when I have a male, and I like to have better armor. I like to be the tank, to be the thing, the class that keeps getting hit but keeps going. So Paladin, Warrior, Death Knight is a class I'm really interested in, especially since I play it in retail. Concentrated Ruin. So you've made it, and not a second too soon. There's much to be done in Coldridge Valley and beyond. I'm going to need your help as much as you're going to need mine. You're a Knight of the Silver Hand now. Be ready to play the part. Wow. I thought I needed to be knighted by a keynote queen, but I guess there you go. Humans have taught us a great deal about the Holy Light and how important their order is to them and to protecting all of Azeroth. We have great respect for how it's steeped in tradition, and now just one figure, one sacrifice, can make the difference between pain and salvation. The two of us are going to be working together for a bit, as a master and apprentice. Anytime you think you're ready, come back to me and we'll see about getting you some training. Can't have you go into the world unprepared now, can we? Thank you, Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not gonna sell my I got 2 shields. The buckler do not need. So that's the thing, especially about this, classic, is you don't just get the spells like you do in retail. You actually have to buy them, which is really interesting. We drove the Trogs out of Gomorian. No Morgan. Wrong place. But then it went all so horribly wrong. Now our home is completely irradiated, and that we gnomes have been scattered all over Dunmorrow. I'm probably going to butcher these names, so if you guys know how that is supposed to be said, please say in the comments below. Probably could help. In my haste to get away from the radiation, I lost all my personal belongings and tools. It was the trolls that got them. They stole my chest, my box, and my bucket of bolts. They took them back to the camp southwest of Anvilmar. I'm no adventurer. Could you find my things and bring them here to me, please? Well, since he said please very nicely, let's do it. Well met. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you train in fantasy games. I just wish that training in the gym was just as fast or easy. Because, man, I could use a six-pack, and I'm not talking about beer. I mean, a six-pack of beer would probably be nice too. But who knows? Summer is coming. So, we gotta get the Felix's chest and all that wonderful jazz. And also deliver the mail. So, we know the camp is west. And there's a couple of spots. And since we're walking on the trail, when you, in World of Warcraft, at least in Classic, walking on the trail is the most safest way to travel. Unless you're in a PvP zone. But, you know, the trails don't have any animals or bad mobs on them. So, greetings, Paladin. Fine day for hunting, wouldn't you say? I've been more than a little luck with boars myself. Perhaps you would like a shot? Yes, do you have something for me? Thank you. I've been waiting for these letters for quite some time. Unfortunately, these letters aren't all for me. This one is addressed to Greenland Whitebeard. He's not too far away if you would like to deliver to him. I will do so. If I remember correctly, camp is down the road to the southeast. No doubt he'll be eager to get his mail. And I do not want to be arrested for stealing someone's mail. That's against the law. Nothing like a day of boar hunting, eh? Though here in Coleridge Valley, there are so many boars it almost takes the fun out of it. Here, I thought it was all in Elwyn Forest. South Park, I guess, was wrong in that one. No need to get them charging. They're all angry and ready to fight without any help. In fact, recently, they've been so many boars in the area, it's become dangerous for me to do on my daily hunt. Long story short, if you could help me kill some boars, I would appreciate it. I'll be more than happy to get some bacon. I kind of find it funny how many the joke between the boars and World of Warcraft there is. Someone actually did that once. They actually killed enough boars to get max level, as the show had. But they also calculated, I think, how much it would take, and it will take a long time. I'm not gonna lie to that one. I think it was some like between 1 million boars to kill, but I can look up at that later. Now we are getting bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Picky, picky, picky. It's kind of funny just like smacking a pig with flimsy chain boots. And that's the thing that like you don't realize, especially in the old World of Warcraft, is that you don't really get starting armor per se. You get armor, but like the chest, I have no chest armor. You know, feet were very minimal. But they just, you know, you get items by dropping. Like what? How did a pig have a pair of boots, you know, basically metal boots that fit me? Hey, I guess all dwarf feet are the same size, which is convenient. But feel bad for the last owner if he got his shoes eaten. And we just continue to kill. Kill the piggies. Bigger, 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 bigger. Keep getting the tusks and going. And that's one thing I'm definitely excited about. Tomorrow is 9.2.5 day. Or at least if you're watching this film, at least this recording, it's today. Or in the past. You know, you're not watching it the next day. That Tuesday. But the cool thing is that this is not for classic, but it's for retail. I mean, either you just play classic or you kind of play both. Uh, Most people who play retail probably do play classic from time to time. But the cool thing with this new patch is the fact that there's no more faction separation, which is cool, but a little sad at the same time because we've had almost what, like 15, 20 years of Horde versus Alliance. And it's still going to have that kind of Horde versus Alliance feel, but at the same time, uh, you'll be able to play with your friends. And that's the thing. Like, for me, personally, I play in retail, I play on the Horde. Why? Because most of my friends play Horde. Mostly on retail. But my friends also play Alliance on Classic, which is, to me, kind of funny. But at the same time, I like playing a dwarf. I like playing characters in a fantasy setting as a dwarf. I always enjoyed the race as a whole. Leather. Perfect. So the nice thing is that now the fact that my friends we play with each other, 9.2.5, I can actually make a alliance character and play with my friends, especially with mythics or whatnot. But the only way to play with another's what is it called again? Another faction is you have to be invited. You can't join the guild, and there's other things that keep them separated. Is there something I can help you with? Excellent. It's been a while since I received word from Ironforge. So it's just one of those things that, is still some separation, but for people like me who would like to play as a dwarf or another Alliance character, you can play with your friends who are Horde. You can be in the same cross-faction community, or most people probably play with their friends and just make a Discord and just talk there. My brother Sinri and I were sent to different parts of Dunmara to investigate the threat posed by the trolls. The Senate has its hands full with the Trogs, so there's no need for further annoyances. From what I've seen, the trolls aren't well suited here in Coldridge Valley, mostly the southern cave. I'd say that the army will not be necessary. A few strong arms should be more than enough. Perhaps you would like to assist in this endeavor. I have the authority to compensate for your help. Yeah, I like money, and I like experience points. Let's do it. Yeah, I was supposed to get this delicious Golden Moon brand. Morn Brew to Durnan for a cutter inside Anvilmore a while ago, but I had to deliver one to Grillian here first. I'll never make it to Anvilmore before the brew runs cold. You look fast. Maybe you can make it. This cup will only stay hot for 5 more minutes. And Duran didn't order chili maroon brew, so get going. Anvilmore is the northeast, a settlement dug into the mountain. Thanks, Darvin, and don't forget to bring back me the mug. So we gotta get there real quick. It's just interesting that they give you 5 minutes to do this. Especially since it's just across the valley. And as you can see, running is pretty fast. So let's see about walking. Is it the 5 minutes because, if you wanted to walk it? Or is it just one of those things where it's like, you know what? Maybe the person's going to do leveling or other things. So let's just give them extra time. Who knows? Only the developers know. And I'm not going to be talking to a developer anytime soon about it. So here we go. Anvilmore. Let's deliver the hot cocoa. Alcoholic cocoa. Hardcore parkour. Parkour. Yes, you do. I am Durnan Fur Cutter. You have something for me. Yes, I do. Ah, good. Now this will hit the spot. Allow me to take a small break while I enjoy the scalding morn brew. Now that hit the spot. Nothing like piping hot, nay, scalding morn brew on a cold winter's day to warm your cackles of your soul. Here you go, Darvin. Be a paladin. Take this empty mug back to Nori for me, would you now? As long as it's not timed, I'll be more than happy to do so. But since I'm here, I would like to see if I can get any more skills. Because girls like guys with great skills. Blessing of Might and Judge. Alright. Let's try to see. Yep, alright. We're selling that. We're selling this. We're selling this. Selling that. Selling this. And selling. That was close. That was close. Especially since, like, it went from 75 copper to that 1 silver mark to get to 95. And that equals 8 left. Whew. Man, oh man alive, that was close. I love to just buy it outright and then just go back. I don't like to not get my skill for the level if I'm near them. Seal of Righteousness. So Seal of Righteousness rank 1, cool. Devotion of Aura, awesome. Judgment. Places the blessing in front of the target, increases power for 20 for 10 minutes. Players may only have 1 player. You know what? Let's put it over here. And bam! Honestly, I forgot that this comes. Places the blessing on the friendly target. Increases the attack power by 20 for 10 minutes. Hey. Extra damage is super useful to me. So let's go back and get Felix's equipment. So we know the trolls have it. And the trolls are to the west. This looks like troll camp right there. Yep. It's always kind of funny to me because it's like, oh wait, do I have that quest? Yep, 14, kill 14. So that's like the funny thing, because this quest always reminds me of, it's like Star Wars with Anakin Skywalker. Basically going to like a small village of trolls and having to kill them all. You know, and not just the men, but the women too, and the children. I'm slaughtering them all like animals. I mean, I don't hate trolls, but it's just one of those things where you're like, man, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So let's continue to basically Anakin Skywalker these trolls. Let's do it. Frayed robe. You know what the funny thing is? Since I don't have a chest, that is an upgrade. And I look fantastic. And if anyone will try to tell you that armor is most importantly to look good, if they don't tell you that, they don't play right. You have armor, and you get armor to look good. It's not for protection. I mean, it does help, not die. But it's always better to look good. Now the only thing is that where is this? Oh, it's right next. So that's the thing. Ah, crud. So this is a really kind of one of those bad moments because they're red nameplates, so it's one of those things where they will aggro and they will try to kill you. And usually a 1v1 you can pretty much kill really easily, but a 3v1 you can see the guy literally, all three of them took more than half of my health. And if I wasn't so good at the game, you know, I could have died right there. Those three could have just killed me, taken me out. Not taking me out on a nice date, but to the grave. But fortunately, I have skills like divine, you know, seal of righteousness and judgment. And those skills. Ooh, battered chest. Where's the chest? Where's the chest? Where's the chest? Where's the chest? There's the chest. Here it is. Got it. So, the difference between like classic and other games, not retail, is that chests are actually very important. Why, you may ask? Because of the fact that you don't, at a certain point in the game, you don't really get a lot of gear, and those chests will hold special gear. They will hold gear that are green or uncommon or blue, and it's just one of those things where they'll just give you better gear than what anything drops, like from, you know, these guys and whatnot. So, oh no, he took it! Holy Diver. Oh, there it goes. It's back again. That is a cool name, especially the song. Holy Diver, you've been ready to hold, you know he's mean. Yeah, that was totally not the words, and I butchered the song. Someone's probably turning over in their grave now. But, you know, being a paladin, you get special treatment. You get really cool benefits. And being able to sing Holy Diver is not one of them for me. But let's go turn this in. Get that juicy XP and that money. Nori! Nori. I trust... Oh, wow, okay, yeah, I got too close to the fire and got burned. So, I trust the scolding morn brew got to Dorn on time. Did you remember to bring me back the mug? Excellent, Darvin. You'd be surprised how many Kurgas I met who forgot to do something as simple as bringing back the mug. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've worked with a decent amount of people. And people actually don't remember some of the simplest tasks. Mugs don't grow on trees. Unless they're made of wood. Then they do. Or so they tell me. Or bamboo. Here's a little something for the effort. Thanks again for your help. Awesome. Alright, Grenlin, let's talk. Those light blasted trolls. Takes a few breaths and seems to settle down. A bit. A group of them came in the night and stole my journal. I knew better than to trust the good for nothing. But I don't know what he says, but... Oh, man. Well, since I got a shield... I actually want to level up my one-handed mace. So I'm going to pick the hammer up. Though the two-hander probably would have been better. But since I don't want to start at level 1 going down the road, I'm just going to do that. My journal. They took it away to the cave. The one that had it. It was a big brute with some odd markings on his skin and face. I didn't get much better look than that. You've had some luck with the trolls. Maybe you could go get it for me. Guess it's time to flirt with trolls. Alright. And this is going to be hilarious because it is hammer time with level 1 proficiency. So let's go and do that. Oh, I guess he wants to group up. But I don't know. Should I group him up with him? You know what? Sure, let's do it. Let's group up. Let's have our first group, Holy Diver. And he is going the wrong way. Leave party. Oh, he's probably getting the baddest chest. Chests are good. But chests later on are much better. You pretty much will get whatever. He resisted that? How dare you resist my judgments? But as you can see, when you're lower in the totem pole of skill, it's easier for them to, dodge or parry. So that's why it's important to level up your weapon skills, especially to getting them higher. Due to the fact that when you level like that, they go higher. And to be able to use the different weapons that you can get later on, you have to be a much higher level skill. So it's just one of those things where, I don't have a quest to kill these guys, but at the same time, I just want to get... Oh, wow. I think that's our friend over there. I guess he knew something that, I guess he knew a shortcut. More power to you, Holy Diver. Sorry to not join you. Wave to Holy Diver and wait for this guy to respawn. Since that guy took the journal, I need to wait to get mine. At least for my turn. So let me continue to level up my skills. And there is a battered chest up there. So I'm going to try to do some cool parkour. That's the cool thing. Because you could actually... Look at that. Look at that. Parkour. 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 Alright. Gotta find the angle. Yes! Now that's skill. Means, probably not like crazy skill. And the guy, Holy Diver, probably did take the battered chest or, found what was in it. Alright. I went to the wrong spot. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Alright, let's fight. He probably didn't take the chest, and there's maybe something good. I mean, I've never seen the chest in this part of the room before, so it's, it could mean something. Or it could just have apples. And random other stuff. I do find it funny. I am a knight and I'm wearing robes. Let's see what we get. Okay, yeah, nothing good. Oh. Since we are able to wear leather, it's better than cloth. So let's hope okay, yeah, we got caught. Alright. Time to kill this guy. And as you can see, with this complex rotation we have, the enemies don't stand a chance. Ooh, that was a close one. Run away! Run away! In the wise words of the brave Sir Robin. Alright, I didn't want to do that. But I'm glad I'm able to at least get him on his own for a little bit. And slowly but surely we'll kill him. Which I did. And got the journal. Now to kill everybody to get out. It's hammer time with the shield. It's kind of funny though, because in the old medieval times, this is the basic mace. That Warhammer was what all Warhammers look like. At least the size of it. They weren't these giant clubs, but it's one of those things where honestly I prefer the giant clubs. It would be hilarious. I mean, it looks cooler because you don't want the you don't want to look like Bob the Builder. Though I mean, Bob the Builder did some amazing things. I mean, he was in a cartoon. Ooh, bracers, 100%, 100%, yeah. Got them bracers. Look, playing retail, most people have, what was it called again? The heritage armor. Not heritage, but the armor that gives you extra XP and you levels with you. But in classic, you don't get that. You don't get the armor that basically levels with you. You have to get new armor. So, and that's the thing, is you don't always get armor every level. And if you are unlucky in certain times, you may not get new armor weapons for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. So getting the armor set you need is actually very helpful. And just getting it. Just being able to use it and wear it. Because you saw, we basically went from 1 to 4, level 4, with cloth for armor. Darvin, any luck? Wonderful, Darvin. Many thanks for achieving my notebook. Well, it would seem that the troll situation here on Cold Ridge Valley is under control and not much cause for worry. After I put the finishing touches on the report, I'll need someone to courier it to my brother Senior. I'm going to get a better dwarven shield. Equip that right now. I was planning on sending my apprentice to my brother with my report, but I would feel much better were it placed in more reliable hands. That is, of course, if you don't mind. You'll have to take the tunnel to get to Karanos. Speak with the mountaineer Thalos before going through the tunnel. It's completely infested with trogs now. Follow the road back to Anvilmore, Mare, then keep heading east of the tunnel. Thalos is the station nearby. I try to keep my feet on the ground until I'm flying. So, maces are pretty much up there. Regular mace. Though the only issue is that I have no space to put both my hammer and the shield in my inventory. And that's the thing. Having extra container bags, that's where it's used. Because your one bag backpack only carries so much. So let's go sell some stuff and get some money. Money. Alright. Let's do this. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Could use that, but not really. Don't need that. Definitely need that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Alright, cool. Oh goodness, Darvin. This town is not well suited for the likes of me. There are so many nasty creatures here, as there were in Normaragon before the accident. Do you have my belongings? If you don't, then who knows what the trolls have done with them now. I do have them. Huzzah! You found them. You're an absolute savior, my friend. Here, it's not much, but it's something for the trouble I've put you through. Thank you. Cha-ching. Get that money. And I have no new skills right now to do. But the nice thing is, sorry about that. Level 6, and level 6, I get new spells. So, I'm almost there. And I'm almost out of this first zone. At least the first region of the first zone. Yep, the first region of the first zone. So let's keep moving. And seeing how... I mean, he told me the guy was up here. It's going to get to a point... Oh, the blessings of the might. Note to self. A big note. Keep an eye on the timers. That stuff up there. Because you're going to hurt yourself by not being able to do as much. Hail! Have a care, Darwin. The tunnel to Dunmagar is infested with trogs and is not safe for travel. If you haven't any pressing business in Dunmagar, I'll have to ask you to remain in Anvilmar until the tunnel is safe. Oh, I do have some business. Well, if Whitebeard is sending you to Dunmagar on important business, I can't very well stop you, can I? At least let me provide you with some advice and directions. The trogs in the tunnel are extremely hostile and haven't shown any hesitation in attacking travelers through the tunnel. You seem tough enough, though, so you could probably be safe. You should probably be safe. Directions: if you're going to speak with Seigneur, you'll find him in Karanos. Make your way through the tunnel, and after you come on the other side, just keep following the road. It'll run right into it. Appreciate it, brah. Hey, you look like a hardy adventurer. If you're planning on braving the pass, do you suppose you could bring a package to the inn? You were planning on stopping at the inn, right? If you make it through the pass, you'll definitely want to take a breather there. Anyways, bring this to Tannock Frosthammer, the innkeeper's assistant. I can't get through the pass myself, and it'll be days until the Mountaineer escorts comes through. Off and away. So let's continue. Oh, there's a truck. Wow, I guess it really is infested. So let's level up our skills. He just dodged it. Dodged this. And that's the thing. Sometimes some spells can be dodged, some spells can't. I have no clue the difference. But we're going to continue hammer time and defeat these trogs. Some leather braces. We just got to get through. And honestly, like the stuff before, I do not want to be attacked by 3 or 4. That is a lot. But let's continue having our timers and everything up. Our buffs, because buffs are important. And somehow this guy killed this other dude. Wow. Either that or the spawn timers on these guys are very fast. It must be really fast. Who knows? Only the trogs know. So we're through the tunnel like the quest said, and now we gotta follow the road. So let's run down the road. Oh, cool. Karanos. There we go. Ironforge Mountaineer. Let's talk to him. What do you need directions? Thunderbird runs a fine inn in Karanos. Bears the name. Stop in for a pint and rest. It's right there. At least now we know where the hidden is. And we are in Alliance territory. Dun Morag. Magog. A lot of these names are fancy names and spoken very differently. So, let me know how badly I butchered them in the comments below. The Mortar Team. Dwarven Mortar Team. And that's the thing. It's like, seeing all these mountains. I love mountains. Like, whenever I went to like Las Vegas or crossing the canyons or even up where I live further north, it's just, north of the state, you just see a ton of mountains. And it's really cool seeing all these mountains. And just being around nature is beautiful. Like, I would love if, Azeroth was real, to see it, just being in this valley. Just to see the landscape. I mean, it's beautiful. But, it's just a game. Gotta enjoy it for what it is. But there's a couple, we have, the Lich King coming up. And then retail has the new expansion, which will be extremely fun to play. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm going to be honest, a couple of the last expansions were not the greatest. They have some of them do have good qualities to them and good improvements to the game. But, we as a, community of Warcraft players, we definitely need a good game. How are you? Like to share a drink with me, perhaps? Not much else to do in the cold. I'll get my own drink, but I'll drink with you. What's this? My brother's report. I told him to be sparring with the use of the king's name, but he didn't listen. No harm, I suppose, though it's sure to ruffle some feathers in the Senate. Not all those weren't some feathers in that needed ruffling. Ha! Nonetheless, I guess that means that I could send my report to Ironforge as well. But I must admit, I'm a bit behind on the cold. Cool. You could actually read it. Let's read the report first. A report on the state of the Frostmane trolls in the general area of Coldridge Valley. Prepared by Grenlin Whitebeard, Senate Special Envoy. From the time that I've spent observing the movement of the Frostmane trolls in the Coldridge Valley area, I have determined that they pose no large threat to the dwarven settlements in the area. Moreover, they are a threat that can be eliminated with a little additional support from the army. Through the assistance of mountaineers already stationed in Coldridge Valley, and mercenaries paid with the funds set aside by the Senate prior to my dispatchment, I am confident that the problem will be solved in a short order. This action has been authorized with the sanction given to me by King Bronzebeard. I guess he really did use the king's name in that one. Level 6. Awesome. Let's... these quests. It's always good to get more quests. Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer bastard boar ribs. Only problem is the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the king's army to help with the war on the alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you breed me 6 crag boar ribs and a rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer bastard boar ribs. Not to mention a free sample. The secret's in the malt. I like beer, and I do like barbecue. So, sign me up. Belden Steel Grill owns the local mechanic shop, and he's the best engine tech there is. But he's not forgiving to his tools. I swear he almost breaks more like spanners than we can supply him with. We just filled his last order for tools. If you deliver it to him, I'm sure he'll make it worth the effort. His shop, Steel Grills Depot, is just northeast of the town, and its local haunt for veteran siege engine pilots. So keep your ears open for opportunities while you're there. Hey, opportunities to make more money. That's helpful. Gotta love it. Ooh, level 53 rogue. Guess it's not a good rogue if I saw it. No, I'm just joking. Hi there. Come in and take a seat by the fire. Warm yourself with a flagon of ale. Sounds good. Ah, at last, the supplies from hands. I was beginning to worry. We've had scarce word from Anvilmar ever since the Trogs overran the pass. Thanks for bringing this to me, Darvin. And please, make yourself comfortable. You must be tired after your journey. I am a bit tired. As you see from the yawns. Paladin. Awesome. Holy Light. Rank 1. Heals a friendly target from... Oh, rank 2. Heals a friendly target from 76 to 90. Definitely. Divine Protection. You are protected from all physical attacks and spells for 6 seconds. But during that time, you cannot attack or use physical abilities yourself. Once protected, the target cannot be made invulnerable by Divine Shield. Divine Protection or Blessings of the Protection again for a minute. Definitely useful. Fills the Paladin with the Spirit of Crusader for 30 seconds, granting 36 melee attack power. The Paladin also attacks 40% faster, but deals less damage with each attack. Only one seal can be active on the Paladin at one time. I mean, that kind of sounds counterproductive, having better power and just, less attack damage, but I'm not a developer and I don't make the game. I only play it. So that's the one thing, especially if you ever played retail, is the spells usually show up on your bar. Not all the time. So you would have to go into the spellbook. And the thing is that usually the spells would, in retail, basically rank up. But since not, Holy Light, I have rank 2, but on my taskbar, I have it at rank 1. So I need to drag it, left click, and then left click again to swap it out, and right click. And there you go. I now have Holy Light rank 2, which does more healing. Go to Protection, Divine Protection. Let's use it as the oh crap button. And then seal the Crusader. Put it on the next thing. So, we finished everything in Cold Ridge Valley. And now we're at the inn. And the cool thing with the inn is if you log out at the inn, you will get rested XP, which is a bonus to leveling. And since the fact that this is a pretty good time to stop, I'm going to call it end here. So I appreciate you guys coming, watching the video. I hope you please give me a like, subscribe, and comment below if there was something that you would think that would be better for the Let's Play. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Any thoughts or any thoughts or at least suggestions would be appreciated. So please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.